Hi everyone, it's Cindy Eiler. Thank you for listening to this video. It is specifically about the topic of the new world and how to be in it, how to maneuver it, what you can expect, what the new world is going to be like. Well, supposedly that's what it's all about. This topic is so huge, and I know for sure I'm going to be guided to do a series of videos about the new world as information comes through. And honestly, as I'm just tapping in to my guidance and receiving channeled messages, I'll just pass on to you what I'm getting. So let's just know that whatever information I'm coming through with tonight is exactly perfect for all of us. Okay, so we had the big 11/11 shift a few days ago. And so today is November 13th, 2012. And on 11/11, the shift the energy was so powerful. You could really feel the influx of energies coming in. Now, if you feel like you don't really feel a lot of, like when people say, oh, the energy's shifting, like if you don't feel that, don't worry about it. But you want to start just paying attention to the first way to start deciphering energies and feeling energies is just start noticing about yourself, how you're feeling, what's going on with you. And when you can start really looking at yourself and knowing how you feel, then you can start noticing how things feel around you. So that's the first thing. But just ride this with me. And you know what I really would like all of you to do while I'm talking is just relax and breathe and hear the words, but just feel. Notice any feelings you get when I'm talking. You might feel a rush of energy, tingles. You might feel a warmth. You might feel a deep truth within your heart. You might feel a shaking up of your energy that you don't know what it is or how to explain it. But just start feeling these messages, because I'm channeling in a lot of angels and high beings of light. Some of them that I am seeing around me are definitely the Seraphim angels are on board with this new world shifting right now. I saw them like several days ago when I did a video. They showed up in my living room with Archangel Michael. And normally, you know what, I've been guided to work with Seraphim angels here and there, but normally the Seraphim angels work on a universal and global level. They're higher, and they're not like higher level angels, but they work more on the universal level. So in our daily life, we work with our angels, our guardian angels, and a lot with the archangels. And there's various types of angels. But the Seraphim are usually like more out in the universe doing their thing, working on the grid lines, working on the energy shifts, working on everything globally and universally. So when I see them show up, I know that there's some big business going on with our shifting at that time. So I know they've been around, and today they've been very present. So after I did a video, did I do a video? I did a video for 11/11, yes, you can check my archives. I also did an amazing 10-minute meditation. I recorded it. I was on a online radio program for 11/11, and you can do that meditation to purify your body, mind, and spirit, so you can just get rid of the junk. So it's only 10 minutes, and it's really effective. But then yesterday was the 12th, and to be honest, I was having an energy hangover. So whenever we have like these big, huge shifts, I'm on duty. I'm always on duty. I'm on duty 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. I'm working whether I'm in my awake state or in my dream state. I am always working at some level. But when we are going into portals that are opening and we are working on ascension, I am on double duty. So let me just tell you that this video might get a little lengthy, but I hope that you will watch the whole thing because it's really important. And I don't want to just try to rush something to make a short video. I want to make sure I'm saying everything I need to say. And I might feel like I'm skipping around, but I am honestly just channeling in the information I'm being told to talk about. So just go with me here. I was having an energy hangover. My purpose has always been about ascension. And people might say, well, what really is ascension? Ascension is as we let go of our junk, like the worries and the trauma and the DNA issues and the past life issues and the parallel life issues, and I'll talk a little bit about that later, we are lightening up our vibration. So the lighter we can vibrate, the higher vibrating dimensions we will reside in. So there's infinite dimensions. And even though we might be interacting, we are all residing on different dimensions, but close enough in dimension that we're interacting with each other. Now, I was talking about in my other video, you know, there's plenty of things in this world that I don't resonate with, that I do not vibrate with. So they are really not a part of my everyday vibration. And one of the examples I gave was like gangs and killings and stuff like that. That's totally not my vibration. I don't experience that in my everyday vibration. Now, there's people that came here to play those things out and do that for their own soul growth and healing. So they're in that for whatever reason. And they are not in my realm. They're not into, now I'm not saying all of them, just giving a general example. They're not into healing and loving and you know what? That's actually not true. Everybody's here to love. It's just that some people may not know what love is. And even more, people are, no matter what is going on with anybody, and whether they're being a jerk, or they're being nice, or they're being sick, or they're being rude, everybody is always calling out for love. And they're doing it in the way they know how to receive it, or think that they're going to receive it. Now, that doesn't mean that they really know that that's what they're doing, because a lot of them probably wouldn't think that, especially low energy people who want to fight and argue and cause drama and trauma. But it is a big cry for love. And that's really what we're here on this planet, is to learn about love, because that's our source energy. That's who we are. When we can learn to let go of all the crap in our life, the biggest deal about being here is learning how to love, how to be loving, and how to be lovable, and to see everything with love. Because God, divine, source, creator, universe, whatever you call your highest power, is pure, unconditional love. And I believe the reason why we are here is to remember our love and to vibrate as close to our divine source, God, creator, universe, whatever you want to call it. Vibrate as closely in love with that as we can, because that is who we are. That's where we came from. That's our truth. That's our divinity. So I believe we're learning how to realign with that. And to do that, we've got to know that we are loved. To do that, we have to be able to receive as well as give love. And love comes in many ways. Some people truly can love, but some people think that controlling somebody is loving them. Some people think that being jealous is loving somebody. I've had so many people tell me, like, especially, I'll just say, like, in the Middle East, because I have spent a lot of time in Egypt, a lot of them believe that being jealous is loving their wife, and that if you're not jealous, that you don't love them. So I don't believe that. I believe the more you can love somebody enough to give them their freedom to be whoever and whatever they need to be, and totally trust them to be free to whatever, that's love. That is love. But anytime you try to hold somebody back or stop somebody from doing something, and that something could be anything, holding somebody back from living their life purpose. Like, say, I had a partner, and if you know me, I travel a lot because I work with energy. So say I, wake up and I feel this guidance that I need to go to Peru. And I'm like, you know what? I need to go to Peru. I'm feeling guided that I need to go work on the energy there or whatever. And I need to do that. And say my partner said, no, you can't go. You can't just get up and go. I would have a really big problem with that. Okay? I would have to not be with that person. Because this is like my life, and why I came here is to do my work. And some people aren't so dedicated to their, I'm calling it my spiritual, my mission. You can call it anything you want. It doesn't have to be like your path or whatever, but I am so dedicated to my work, meaning I'm here to serve you who are listening to me. My friends on Facebook, whoever, I'm here to share the word and also work on myself and to help universally and help people get into the new world and help people to heal and see where there's things that they're holding in their body and their energy and their DNA that's stopping them from living their life of happiness. I'm here to do that. So sometimes I might have to get up and go somewhere. Sometimes I may need to counsel somebody. And so if I had like somebody who was with me that was jealous of me doing that, I couldn't be with that person. I have to be free to do my work. So I'm just talking about me and giving examples, but please apply it to your life and just get what I'm saying here. So loving somebody to the point of allowing them their freedom to live and grow as they need to is love. That's real love. Not stopping somebody, not controlling somebody, not putting rules on people. No, that's not cool. So anyway, I don't know, I'm getting all over the place. The Seraphim angels are here. My mission is to help people right now into the new world. And I have been working on this ascension process. I do lots of healings on people. I don't change their lives. I'm a conduit. All healing comes from Creator, from your angels, your healing team. It's a combination, but I'm a conduit to assisting people. I am the voice for the spirit realm to tell people what's going on with them and how they can eliminate it and what they can do to better their lives. So I've been doing this all along, but we are in a huge, huge shift right now. And 2012, so December 21st, 2012, that's the end of the Mayan calendar, although they said they found another calendar and all this stuff, and I have a whole theory about that. Maybe I'll do a YouTube on that. But it's not really important about the end of the Mayan calendar. What it is a big transformational time of shift. And so calling it the end of the Mayan calendar was actually a way of collecting consciousness. The universe is very smart. You'll hear me say that over and over again. Using that subject was a way to collect tons, if not all consciousness is aware of it. Not everybody. Some people live in villages or whatever. They have no clue, but people on the internet and that, kind of keep a little bit up to par with what's going on in life know about this end of the Mayan calendar. So it's not so much about the Mayan calendar, but I'll tell you two things. It's about a way to collect as a huge consciousness to say there is going to be a big, huge transformation and shift of our world, our universe, our paradigms, whatever you want to call it, in the biggest sort of way. And so everybody's been talking about this end of 2012 for years. okay? And it's been building and building and building. So it really doesn't matter if there's an ending to the calendar. It really doesn't matter that's the Mayan calendar. What it is it was a collection of consciousness, a way to get the biggest collection of consciousness to work on the shift. And to get light workers, people like me, people who do, that are do-gooders, that are, really working on cleaning up the planet and helping people to move up the ascension ladder with us. It was like a focus for us. It was like, okay, this is our avenue for the light workers to take. And I'm getting tons of chills as I'm talking about this. This is a truth, okay? Now, when I say it's a truth, it's my truth. It's my guides telling me. And so if anything that I say does not ring true to you, I am not trying to convince you or say that I am the know-all. I would never say that. Everybody gets different information. I'm hearing other people's views of the new world that some of it sounds cool and some of it it's like, whatever. Okay, I can only go with what I get. So listen to what I say. If you may not know either, but if it feels right in your heart, then go with it. And if it doesn't, then let that part go. No big deal. But it was an avenue for the light workers to come together and, push that energy through it's like a vacuum, Once the air starts pulling, it starts pulling. And there's a lot of us that are consciously working on this. And there's a lot of people that are unconscious of all of it. And there's some people that are kind of like, well, I've heard of it, but I have no clue really what this is. So everybody's getting affected in some way. But the more conscious you are of it and the more you start bringing it into your awareness, the bigger, amazing changes you're going to have in your life. Thus, this video. Now, I just want to say one more thing about the Mayan thing before I get off that subject that I think is pretty cool. Okay, remember back in history when the Mayans disappeared and nobody knew what happened to the Mayans? Well, I'll tell you what happened to the Mayans because I hear them all the time. Nothing happened to the Mayans. They ascended. Okay, so what's interesting is we are doing history's repeating itself. We are ascending into this new world as well. And there'll come a time when there'll be a mass of people going, hey, what happened to those light workers that used to be here? What? Where did those people go? Now, it's not saying that all the light workers will leave because some will definitely still be behind doing their purpose or whatever, or people will be waking up in those lower dimensions that are kind of spinning out, not being aware of things. So it'll be continuous growth for everybody. But a lot of us, we are just craving to go and we're ready to create this new world and be out of this life that we have all learned about in this illusion of just everything that all the stuff, there's plenty we do love here, but there's plenty of things that just really do not align with us, like slaughtering animals and just doing it in the most horrid ways, and the government and the whole money thing. And if you've not watched the Thrive movie, it's free on YouTube. I would highly recommend you watch that movie, okay? From beginning to end. Seriously, watch that movie because it tells you a lot. And that is what I'm talking about without going into all of it, moving out of that sort of thing and becoming more love-based, more community-based, where everybody cares about each other, everybody helps each other, knowing that we all have more than enough for ourselves, that there's no lack whatsoever. There's no abuse of anything. We totally respect and honor our earth and the people around us. It kind of reminds me a lot of what you would hear of Atlantis, where people were very heart-based, people were a lot of times they didn't even have to talk. It was just telepathy. It was just going back to their pure natural senses. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Now, I did a video months ago on Atlantis. Do a search on that. I don't want to go into all of these subjects. I already have videos on them. But coming more to a place of living through your intuition, living in light, living in community, supporting each other, having healthy food supplies, having a nice environment, a clean air, caring about the environment, all those cool things. Okay, going back to the Seraphim angels, they are here to help this shift. Now, yesterday, I had that hangover because on 11/11, I was on the radio holding an awful lot of, not awful, a lot of amazing energy. But then I went to the beach and spent hours bringing light onto the planet. And that's something that all of you can do, is every day just visualize every person and every part of our planet and universe with waterfalls of light, that just continuous waterfalls of light. Because the more we can add light, the dark has to go. Okay, if you notice, people can't hide from integrity anymore. If somebody is not being honest, if some corporation's out of integrity, it's like the veil, like lifting it up. Hello, peekaboo, we see you. It's not flying anymore. Look what's happening to Monsanto, and I'm only going to mention that one time on this video. They are a company that is completely not for life, okay? And the world is saying, no, stop it, okay? No, this is not okay. You will not put that in our food supply. And the U.S. needs to get on board with that. I don't get it. We're supposed to be like the leaders of the world, one of the first world countries. We're sitting here like dogs sleeping while the rest of the world is saying, you keep your seeds out of our environment, off our lands, get it out of our countries. Wake up, people. Okay, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. So I want to talk about that for a minute. Wait, let me go back. No, I'll go there. Those are the kind of things I'm not going to change. I'm not working on changing it anymore. You know what? When I see stuff about it, I'll post it on my Facebook just to spread awareness. But every time I see something, I'm sending love and light to it. That, the dolphins, the whales, all of it. I'm sending love and light. I'm not here to change people. If there are people in this world that want to live like that, and it disgusts me. Seriously, it disgusts me. Go ahead. I'm not playing in this illusion anymore. I am not. It's almost like the dark side is setting all those things up to keep us distracted from moving to the light, from creating something better. Because the truth is, we are creating all of our experiences. So if we have attention on that yucky stuff, we're not focusing on the good stuff. And that's the dark side keeping us stuck in the shit. Okay? Sorry, I'm not playing into that BS anymore. I am going to use all of my power, all of my energy focusing on the good stuff and creating this wave into the new world. That is my mission. I'm done playing with that other stuff. People want to play in that crap, go for it. Okay? I'm not here to change the world. It's much easier to just recreate my world. Okay, so this is the new world. So, the 12th, I was hungover on energy, and it was an okay day. Nothing that great. I'm hearing people going, woohoo! Like, I woke up feeling great. I was just like, I'm not feeling it. Okay, it was okay. I'm okay. Nothing's wrong. Life is okay. Went for a very long hours worth of walking on the beach just to keep my energy clean and pick up on any message that I could, but really it was just some quiet downtime for me, replenishing of my energy. This morning I woke up, and before I even opened my eyes, I knew something changed. So today is November 13th. And I said, what? Something's different. And I started getting messages right away. The Seraphim angels were right there. And I was told we had a huge shift. We're actually shifting. I'm already saying I'm in the new world. but it's multi-layered shifting. So things are moving and shifting depending on how everybody's playing this energy out. So one thing I'll say is, when you watch videos about people talking about the new world, everybody seems to have a different idea of what that is. And it's almost like I'm hearing people spew out rules about what the new world's going to be like. There won't be money. Oh, we will be certain kind of people. Or this is how we're going to do it. You know what? I'm here to tell you, we don't have all those answers. We don't. So when somebody's telling you what the rules are, to me, they are limiting our experience. Don't give me rules for my new world. Don't you give me rules for my new world. Okay, number one. Number two, it's going to pan out the way it is. I'm going to tell you something. We can't go from one type of world to, and I'm not saying we can, I shouldn't say that because anything's possible, to we're in heaven. As long as we're here, we're working on something. And this is damn exciting, okay? And what we are working on, to me, what the new world is about, is vibrating in love, living in love. I already talked about this earlier, so I'm not going to go into it again. But shedding anything of the old world that we're done with, and living in love and enjoying life and being free and happy and fulfilled and excited and peaceful and zen-like and relaxed. Okay, it's easier to talk about for the new world how you want to feel rather than give rules on how it's going to be. Because you know what? You might think that you're creating some great rules that feel good for you, but somebody else's rules that feel good for them might not feel that great for another person. So don't stay away from the rules. Stay away from saying what it is going to be. Our consciousness is growing. We're learning. We haven't been given those details. They didn't give us a list and say, here's your new world. We only are going to know as our consciousness expand and grow and learn. What I thought of the new world 4 months ago is different from what it is now. It's changing fast. So the less you make rules and limit what it is, the more you're open and free to the shifting of what it can be. And I believe that the universe is very smart and knows exactly the best thing for all of us. And the universe knows we want to be happy and we want to feel love and we want to feel fulfilled and we want to do great things and we want nice, awesome relationships and we want harmony, we want beauty, we want clean air, we want healthy food. So those are the kind of things that you want to focus on, in my opinion, because however the new world pans out, they will include all the things that make us feel those good things. So to me, it's more about getting in touch with how you would want to feel than the things or the rules. So I hope you get that. So the Seraphim angels told me we are in the new world now. And I keep claiming I'm in the new world. And it's amazing because I run into videos on, I don't know, some people post things on my wall, or I run into a video online about the new world and people claiming, you know what, saying the same thing I am, basically. We can be in it now. It's just a matter, it's already set up. It's just a matter of us being in that and trusting it. So if you are a person that worries a lot or is fearful of things or needs to play by the rules that are set up here, or doesn't have trust and faith in the process of co-creating and manifesting, you're going to have a little bit harder time being in the new world. And the people that are more trusting, that go with the flow of life, that know that, you know, all I need to do every day is be in the now, and I want to be happy, and I'll do the best I can. Now, one thing I want to talk about the new world is, it doesn't mean we get there and everything is fancy free and happily. We are humans, so we still are going to be have emotions from all different scales. So this was something really important that came up for me on my walk yesterday. I was really being in the present, and one thing I've been really wanting to do lately is know what is my future, what's going to happen to me, even in the near future, like my work and relationships and all these things, right? And the answers just aren't coming to me that easy. And it's like God said to me, just be okay right now, be in this moment, everything's fine. And it's true. I was like, you know what, actually everything is fine, and I have been living in the moment all the time. I'm so good at that now. And I invite you to really practice that and really know what it means to be in the present moment every moment, because you'll get a lot further when you're like that. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to be okay. And God told me, listen, Cindy, you don't need to make plans. You don't need to figure it out. Just enjoy where you are right now. I've got it handled. And I was like, cool, because I was like, okay, I better set some intentions. I better get really clear because I want to make sure. And God was like, you don't have to. We already know. You've told us. You've been very clear. We know what your path is. You had a soul destiny. You had a plan, and it's all working perfectly. So all you need to do is be in the moment and do your work. Just do what you need to do every day and let it unfold. And I felt so peaceful with that. I was like, cool, that's so awesome. I'm being taken care of, and I'll be shown the way, and I am okay with that. I don't need to know. I mean, I'd like to, but if I'm not meant to know now, fine. So I was thinking, gosh, I feel like I'm just floating, like I'm in this peaceful Zen-like space. And then I was thinking about, there's been times that I wake up in the morning and I feel so happy, and I'm just like, woohoo, oh my gosh, this is such a great day. Oh, I'm so happy. Wow, life is so awesome. Woohoo, everything's so great. And I don't know why, but I just feel that way, and I'm really happy, and I love feeling like that. However, I have noticed a pattern that I have. If I wake up like that, and I have like this super awesome, great day, and I am so optimistic, and I just know life is working with me, the next day, I like crash. And I feel horrible, like everything feels horrible. I'm just like sad. I'm just like down, and I may not know, I don't even know why. And so whenever I feel that really uppity up, I go, uh-oh, like this is cool, but what's tomorrow? And I'm not doing that to create that. I just noticed that I have that pattern. And I actually have talked to other people that have similar patterns. So I always wondered, like, why does that happen? So yesterday when I was walking on the beach and I was just feeling like in that space of just mellow Zen, that is really, I was getting the message. That's where we need to be. Any emotions that are way out of alignment, meaning you could be super happy or super sad, you are too far out. It's like your pendulum is swinging too far one way. And so it's always going to whip back the other way, like a pendulum swings, right? This is centered. But when you feel like way happy and you're like, woo, that pendulum always has to swing back the other way. So it's going to hit those real low lows. But if you can be at a centered calmness and just enjoy the ride and have all the emotion of, you know what, I feel good, things are great. This feels good. And it doesn't mean you can't laugh and have fun, but like just that extreme, just know that anytime you have any sort of extreme in your life, you're going to get the opposite extreme soon after. That's all I'm saying. So it's kind of like that, like with the new life, is being able to be in that calm, centered, Zen-like space, just knowing that everything is falling into place perfectly. So New World is all about feeling good and only having things in your experience that feel good. And the other big part that I know of the New World is it's all about synchronicity, that everything comes right at the exact perfect time for it to come. And everything happens at the exact perfect time for it to happen. And so being in that, I'm relaxed because I know when the next thing's supposed to happen, the universe is very smart, and the universe will go, okay, bing, today that's happening. Oh, bing, today that's happening. And so that was like that talk I had with God was like, you're doing good, everything is fine, you don't need to know, just go with it. Just be in the moment and do your work and enjoy feeling good, and everything will come into place. So it's like that. And us being evolved enough to know that truth, so that you never go to that worried state. Oh my gosh, I need to know, because am I going to have this? Is that going to work out? Oh, what about him? Is that going to work out? Like, no, that's the wrong way. Okay? Knowing that everything is working out perfectly for you is the way. So you have to train yourself to be like that. There's no way around it. And as long as you go to those old patterns of limiting beliefs, and life has to be hard, and you have to struggle, and you have to work hard, and what's going to happen, or oh my gosh, is that going to be okay? Like, as long as you're doing that, you're keeping one foot in this old illusion, this old world, and you've just got to choose what feels better to you. Now, maybe you came to live like that. Maybe you like that. And I'm not saying you're sitting there going, I love feeling like my life is hell. But if you keep doing it, you must have a reason for doing it. It must be serving you in some way. That's like some people that get sick. And it's not just sick, but I'll just use that as a example. Some people, when they get sick, they get a lot more attention than they do when they're not sick. So they get sick all the time. So it serves them. So that's just an example. How about kids? When kids act up and are not, they're just acting out and it's a problem, that's their way of getting attention, even though it's negative attention. So, I work on a lot of kids. Actually, at least half, if not more than half of my clients are children that I work on with light activation remotely all around the world. I have kids all over the place that I work on, that a lot of them have behavioral issues or just brain issues that doctors can't even figure out. And I've been able to really help so many kids. It's so awesome. But what I see a lot is telling the parents, when they do something really good, or even if it's a little good, just a tiny bit good, reward them, not reward them, give them something, but tell them, play it up. Wow, that's so great. Thank you. That was so helpful. I so appreciate that. Wow, you're so awesome. I love you. And when they do something that's acting out, you know what? That is not okay. Please sit down and don't get all crazy, because you are buying into their game. So it's like that. People get attention in different ways. So if you are not willing to let go of your fears and your worries and all the what ifs, then why? Ask yourself, how is this serving you? And if you really genuinely want help to move out of that mindset, get a session with me, because I'm really good at helping people. I'm telling you all, I am so good at helping people with their issues and resolving them. Okay, it's my knack, it's my specialty. I'm super awesome at it. So if anybody needs help with anything, get a session with me. Let me help you. There's help out there. You don't have to do it yourself. Okay, so how to maneuver this new world, how to be in it. Now, one thing that you can really do, and the Seraphim angels were showing me this morning, send in as much light to this planet as you can. Not only to the outside and the people, but going all the way into the core of the earth. And then out into the universe. Just how do you do that? Imagine it, feel it, know it, see it. Whatever way that you know that you're doing it, send light to this planet as much as possible. And send it to you and your families as much as possible, and your houses. Do it. I do that at least every night, if not twice a day. Okay, myself, my family, my house, everything. Light, light, light. Now, the other thing to move out of the old world and get away from the things in your life that you don't want in your new experience. So there's some people, I'll admit, that I don't want in my new experience. Maybe not people, but like one person. Well, there's probably more than one, but one in particular. And like expenses. Oh, I want that done. What else? Any people that are feeling illness or anything like that, I want them immediately healed. All of this low stuff that I don't want to see and experience, or my close friends to experience, or not even people, anyone. I don't want anybody sick if they don't want to be sick. I was like seeing like starting first of all, light everything up with light, and then go to the core of the earth, and then with light see the light expanding out from the core of the earth and pushing out anything that's low energy out of it. Okay, so starting from the core, so any dis-ease that Mother Earth might be feeling that it wants to release. So now remember, we're not going against anybody's free will, not even Mother Earth, not even the universe. We're only using the light to release anything that's ready to go. So if somebody's like, you know what, I'm so ready to be done with this sadness and loneliness, and I may not know that person, but because they said that and I'm using the light, I am helping to move that away from them. Okay, so it's the same thing. The more of us that can do this, we're like cleaning it up. So it's kind of like if we were vacuuming our house, just cleaning up everything that's ready to go up the vacuum hose. Okay, so first fill everything with light, and then from the center, use the light to push out anything that is ready to release. So first through Mother Earth, and then through all of the land and oceans, and through the sky, and see it pushed out way out into the universe. So Creator, the star beings, whoever, the Seraphim who are helping to clean up, can gather it all up and transmute it into light. So that's how you can help. Now, in your own life, do the same thing. See all that stuff, like, for me, it's, a person, and it's some expenses in general. It's some emotions that I may not really want to align with anymore. Whatever it is, things that I think are in my way, I just see them and send light and push them out of my space. So I'm starting at the core of me and pushing it out of my space and giving it all the way out to the universe, to the Seraphim angels to transmute. So when you start, and then fill yourself back up with light again. Fill the earth back up with light. Whatever you push out, make sure you fill it with light again. Because if you remove anything and don't fill it back up, then there becomes a void in the energy, and whatever you released will want to come back, or the energy will call for something to fill it up because it wants to feel full. So fill everything up with light. So, okay, first fill the whole universe and the earth with light, then push out with light anything that needs to release all the way out into the outer universe so the Seraphim can clean it up. For you personally, fill yourself with light. From your core, say, I am ready to release the illusion of expenses. I'm ready to release these people from my life, or these kinds of people from my life. I'm ready to release these kind of situations from my life, whatever it is, and feel the light pushing it out of your body and aura. Remember, we are much bigger than our body, and all the way out into the universe, and let the Seraphim angels take it away. Now, that's just a very easy little technique you can do. There's a lot of things I do. I'm not going to talk about everything I do, but that's something that I was told by the Seraphim this morning that everybody can help do. And every time you because we're used to having habits of our shit, our stuff that we don't let go. So say this morning I released that person from my space, but then I thought of them. And when I think of them, I'm going to go, oh, that's an old habit. I released that already. And let it go again. As soon as it comes in, oh, that's right, I released that. That's not part of me anymore. And let it go again. Every time you see something, oh, I released that. If you need help with changing anything, tell God to help you with it. Okay, so if there's say you get a big bill in the mail after you released all your expenses, you go, oh, well, that didn't work because look, I got this bill. say, oh, I released this kind of stuff. God, thank you for the money to pay this. Thank you. And then put it down and know that the money will be there to pay it. Don't trip off of it, okay? Don't go there to, oh, I released all this stuff, so I know that God's helping me on this one, or universe, or whatever you want to call your higher power. The other thing about being in the new world is having a talk with the universe, or God, or source, whoever your higher power is, and say, I am ready to be in the new world. I am ready to live. Now, these aren't the exact words you need to say, but this is what I said. So you can decide what you need to say. I said, God, thank you. I am living in the new world. I am in it already. I am so happy. Thank you. And now I'm ready to expand my work, to take my work to higher levels, to reach more people, to be of higher service. I'm ready to be taken care of in the most amazing ways, so I can be free to do my work as I need to. Thank you for sending me the resources and the situations and the people that can make this all happen with me. I am ready to receive this. So I am so ready to take my next huge big step in my path. And I'm so ready to expand my territories. I'm so ready to reach huge amounts of people. Thank you, God. I'm ready. Thank you. Okay, when you say that, you are shifting your paradigm right there. You are stating it. Don't ask. Say, I am ready. Say, I am in it. I am already in this new world and I'm so jazzed. Thank you so much. And these are the experiences. I'm ready for my next step and I'm ready to feel super good and I'm ready to see healthy people around me and happy people and a clean environment and free animals and lots of healthy, nutritious food supplies. I'm so excited to see that. I'm excited to see my family healthy and happy. I'm excited for it too. Thank you. So that's what you want to do, is just start talking that out. So it's not about God giving it to you. It's about you claiming you are now, that you're in it now. And thank you, and show me, and I'm ready. This is awesome. And I'm going to keep living in the moment right now, knowing that I'm in it. And I'm seeing it. It's all around me. And be that. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it, okay? And then I feel so lightheaded and spinny right now. God and the Seraphim angels are so excited. That's how you do it. And then you stay there. So if something comes and knocks you up the head that's from the old paradigm, you just go, whoa, that was crazy. I'm so glad I'm in my new paradigm. This is awesome. There's always a little overlapping that's going to happen, but the more you stay focused on what I'm telling you to do, the sooner you won't see that stuff anymore. It just won't be part of you anymore because you have taken your alignment to another place. And shifting, it happens like choppy and moving and things. And just because I'm talking about this, I've created another huge shift. And not only just for my paradigm, but because you've listened to me, you've already done a huge shift by listening to me. Okay, so do this. Stay on it. Continue to listen to my videos because I'm going to keep talking about this. And as the days go on, I learn more. I get more messages. And I am just so ready to share with you all. And the last thing I want to talk about is start writing a list of people who are in your new world. This is something that keeps coming to me because it reinforces the amazing people in my new world. It really reinforces not only the amazing people that are living like me and vibrating like me, but also that will attract more of those kinds of people. And I invite you, if you're listening to this video, if you are on the same track as me, if you're doing the same sort of work like me, please contact me. I want to know you. I want to fill my life with people like me that are just there and doing it, okay? So I started a list of people that are vibrating in this amazing new world. And some of them I don't know. And some of them I do know. Well, not a lot, but I want to know. But I'm just, finding out about cool people that are like right on track with this. And so start putting your list together of real people that you see really walking their talk and living in the new world. People not just saying, oh, I'm okay, I'm claiming I'm in the new world now. Not like that. People who are really walking the talk. So put me on your list. Okay? And remember, there's no rules to the new world. It's not clear cut and designed yet because we are actually creating a lot of it. Okay? It's there and we're fitting into that mold, but as we get there, there's steps we need to get. There's levels of the new world. Just like in this world we're living in, there's many levels and dimensions on this earth plane. So this new world also has that. So we're climbing those steps right now. And you know what? I am extending my hand out to you to tell you, thank you for listening to this. Thank you for being a part of the new world. Thank you for cleaning the world with light. Please do that every day. Please love yourself enough to fill yourself with light and release all that gunk that you no longer want in the new world. Because the more people that do this, the faster we will be like in the even more amazing levels of our new world. And we can really start living our life then. Then life really gets fun and interesting. And I know as long as we're living, and as long as we're dead, because we continue to live after our bodies die, we're always going to be doing cool stuff. There's never going to be a point where we just go, okay, we don't have to do anything else except sit on the beach. Definitely you could have that in your experience, but we are all here learning and growing and learning to love ourselves at the deepest possible levels. And that is about our experience, is getting back to that love. So let's enjoy the experience of learning and being and doing that. We don't have to be in a life of yucky crap stuff. We can be in a life of enjoyment and happy and excited and loving and relaxing and things being smooth and easy, and we're all provided for, and everybody's just in harmony. We can do that. And I'd much rather learn my lessons in an environment like that. So that's where I'm going. That's what I'm doing. So anyway, I hope something here resonated with you, and please listen more because I already know there's things that I didn't talk about, but maybe on the next videos, like parallel lives and stuff like that, because it all really plays into all of this. So anyway, friend me on Facebook. My name's Cindy Eiler. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure you get set it so you get the notifications of my new videos as they come out. And please, please, please share my videos. Share, recommend my Facebook page to your friends that align with this sort of stuff. The more we can get this information out and the more people that jump on board, wow, the shifts are going to be huge. And just know that we have so many other shifts in November with the solar flares, the eclipse, the new moon, the super new moon. Okay, all of this stuff. We are on a ride this month, people, and it's not going to stop until we get to 12/21/12, where there's going to be a huge shift, and then it's not even going to stop. It's going to continue into 2013. But right now we are at a critical state. And if you can jump on board now, you will be happier for it. Okay, everybody, thank you for listening, and I love you, and I'll check you out later.